a chance to review that?
I've not seen it. We didn't get that.
Or we haven't given you copies of it?
No.
Okay.
I personally think we need to shop around, because we've had him for a while, and
I think it's time for a new auditor.
We'll have one more, we can advertise again, but we'd have to go to Lexington.
Well, it's, to me, we've had him, I don't know how long he's been retained here, but it's time for a new auditor and get maybe a few new views on some of the things. I know he's helped get a lot lined out, so maybe the next person will take it from there.
but we've had so much trouble with his timeliness, and we've had him for a long time, and, you know.
He's never met his deadlines.
He's met them with you, had you called him?
Yeah. It's just like everything else, if you don't let up on them, if you just let them do their own thing, they probably never finish, but if you kind of push and require them to do it, you can get them to come in and do it. But
Usually when you're paying somebody that kind of money, though, you shouldn't have to push. You should get what you paid for on time.
And I know, like with us, they recommend that we get new auditors every, because you don't
I
want
know that, yeah,
to
that's
get
true.
comfortable and.
Yeah. Should change at least every third year.
Keep me on your toes.
Make sure he knows. Make sure that he knows we want the business of this city up to date.
Yeah.
And everybody's hands in their own pockets.
So when are we without an auditor? When does that?
Well, this is for fiscal year 2011,
Okay.
which just ended, see.
Yeah.
And we're not late on it, but we need to get it started. So we can advertise again, but we'd have to go outside of Harlan County. But we only had one other applicant, Mr. Goff, and nobody wanted him. But for some reason, yeah, he wouldn't respond, so
I say we open it up again.
just go.
Yeah, we can advertise
Yeah.
if we have to go outside, but we have to.
We'll just I'll give you that.
Yeah,
Well, you need copies of this?
It wouldn't hurt, you can give it by next meeting, but it wouldn't hurt to look it over, but I'd like to see something new from, maybe run some ads and see who responds.
There's a-
He's gonna be an auditor.
People in Middlesboro that,
Yeah.
we're probably changing to,
Really? That's what it's from.
that she's from, Harlan. It was Amy Thomas.
Yeah.
She's a CPA in Middlesboro.
She in Harlan now?
No, she's in Middlesboro, but she's from Harlan.
No.
But she's
It
in
may be
Harlan.
worth looking
I
into.
think there's some CPAs over in Whitesburg, too.
Yeah, we could have gone
Really?
after it, yeah.
Quite a few out there.
I don't know how good they are, who they do it for, but there is one over there.
We would just send out a general type thing, we would have liked certain places like that.
I mean, even
They
if
can't bring in, he wants to.
if no one responds, I mean, we can still call them and get a price and see if they're
Turn the check, we're
interested.
on that total change.
See, this is. And this, we're gonna advertise and make copies for the. And then the last thing I have is, I see Mr. Bobby Howard, he's the magistrate from Letcher County, and I think he's over there getting water.
Yeah, over there begging.
And David's with him, so, and David's wanting to get him some water, so we'd like to help. And we had a meeting up there, and it looked pretty good. I mean, everything seemed to be in line and on the same frame of mind. And looks like we can get started. We've got the water supply, and with just a few changes and upgrades, we'll be able to provide Letcher County residents, and I think about 700 houses and maybe 400 or 500 customers or something of that nature up in Letcher County that we could add to our, without any impairment to our facilities right now. We could handle it because we're only pumping about 500,000 gallons now, where we were pumping 800,000 to 900,000 gallons when we had the need. And we're entitled to draw from the water source 800,000 gallons, but we're only using anywhere from 450,000 gallons to 500,000 gallons a month now.
What would they need?
And they'll need 7,200 gallons a minute.
I need 72 gallons.
72 gallons. Or,
Right now for phase one of the project.
what would the total number of gallons be for I don't think we ever came up with that, with it.
I think the total's 150 gallon. That
150
takes it all the way up to 932. We'll get 150 right now, but they can write us the letter if we get the 70 gallon a minute.
Yeah.
The Division of Water and give us the permit so it gets started. And that'd give y'all time to get your tank and your bottleneck straightened out and all that then. But we'll get that, when we get the letter, we can go ahead and start with whatever we need.
When you get the letter, you can start bringing your pipeline down this way. You
Right,
start
right.
moving down this way.
Right, yeah.
What happens if we do that reading tomorrow and we can't produce 70? What are we gonna do? What, I mean, I think we can, but
Well, I know it's something we gotta take into consideration, but 70 gallons or 72 gallons a minute, could be easily met if our facilities stay and remain the same as they are right now. But if we upgrade them and get some, just kind of upgrade the equipment and put in a better water transfer system from the tank up through Springfield to the Letcher County line, that would make it much easier to supply that amount of water, and especially if we put the tank up.
How much would that cost us?
The tank, it's a huge tank. We're thinking a huge tank, about $500,000 for the tank itself. And then the total line spacing and everything, the county's gonna pay for that,
The tank?
the tank.
Carl, council, the county is going to pay for the entire project. It's not going to cost you all anything. We're going to pay for that with cold severance tax money. And our engineers, which is your all's engineer too, Leo Miller, he originally wanted to run a main line off of, from the bypass straight up 119. And after further study, he decided that it would be better and more beneficial to the citizens of Cumberland to run it through Springfield. That would eliminate a lot of leaks on that end of town, as well as supplying the needed size water line to run it in Letcher County. And they're looking at putting a tank up on the hill behind Cumberland Manor. The city already has one up there, but we're going to put one up on a higher elevation. That way, that would push the water on into Letcher County, as well as help areas inside the city limits. So
Now, is
that's
this
what the
something-
game plan is.
Has fiscal court already voted to give us to?
Well,
put up?
there's money in place already for the entire county. We've got, like I said before, we've got up to $5 million. That we've already applied for a loan of up to $5 million. And that $5 million can be used on any water project in the county. And then we're going to pay the $5 million off in quarterly payments on the cold severance tax money as it comes in. And so that's the way it was. But now we had a commitment over here from the judge yesterday, and I've talked to 3 other magistrates, and they're all on board on it. So I think it's a win-win. Cumberland can produce the water. Cumberland needs the revenue. Letcher County needs the water. Cold Severance is paying for it. We just need to all get on board and do it.
Well, he,
Need a letter, right?
You need a letter, and I think you got 65, I believe you got 65 gallons at the line right now, I believe now. Is that what Leo told us yesterday? Something like that.
They'll have the flow test tomorrow.
Is our water plant capable of keeping enough water? I mean,
it makes me real nervous, because exactly 1 month ago, we were in here talking about cutting off people's water in the city, people who were connected to the city, because we didn't have the water flow.
That's before we found that leak right behind the water.
Well, it scares me to death that, we talked 1 second about cutting our citizens' water off, and now we want to supply somebody else. I mean,
Well, that's where this interconnect's gonna come into, Katina, with Benham and Lynch. And from what I can read in the paper and understand, all 3 cities are on board on that. And, if one system goes down,